What's up, y'all? Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, today we will be reviewing the DJI OSMO Mobile 6, their latest gimbal for the mobile phone. Now, we use all sorts of different gear when we're out exploring Las Vegas for our walk-in videos.
Las Vegas, baby.
That's right. One of the biggest problems we have is that every type of gear that we use has a different pro and con, right? Whether it's great for walking and it's smooth, or whether you're indoor or outdoor, or whether it's the audio, whether it's day or night. So we haven't found one solution that's perfect, but we wanted to give this combination a shot, which is using a gimbal like this along with a mobile phone, which makes it very convenient to be able to walk around for long periods of time, because this thing, it's pretty awesome in that regard. It's very compact.
Yes.
So wanted to give you guys the pros and cons for this, because I gotta admit, there's a lot of things that I love about it, but there are a lot of things that make me go, ooh, and I'm like, I don't know if that was a good idea for buying this now.
Really?
Yeah. So let's get into it, because we've used this now for the last couple of weeks, and it does take a little bit of getting used to if you haven't used a gimbal before. Luckily, I used a gimbal from Zhiyun for many years. This baby right here, which as you can see here, it's quite a bit bigger. And that was one of the big things I love about this thing. It's much more compact. And in fact, when you fold it up, right, when it comes folded up, it's really, really super small and tight. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful design.
Yeah, I can put it in my purse.
I can't quite put it in my pocket without people looking like I got a big heart on. Which I guess in Vegas, who really cares, right? No one cares what you look like. But yeah, this looks like you're packing heat. You know what I'm saying? But look at the size difference. This is the smallest this baby you can get.
Right.
This is great for Vegas, because there are some casinos where you really don't want to walk around with something too big. It draws attention. And some casinos are a little, gun shy about.
Are very quick.
Very security oriented, and they don't want you to film certain things. This is great for that. Now, what's great, boom, you get up and running, it's instant on, and you're ready to go, right? You connect your phone with this baby right here. A gimbal trying to calibrate, and it vibrates like it's an adult toy. You got to be careful with this thing, otherwise people really think you're packing adult toys here. All right, so
They did? Oh,
right.
that's a strong magnet. Hold on, they're not even aligned. I love that.
That makes it very easy to put on, better than what we had before. The other thing that's really cool about this is this. Look at this. Turns into like a selfie stick kind of thing. I mean, look at that.
It's like when you're turned on.
Adult toys again.
Adult toys again.
So very few gimbals have this. And what's amazing about this is that despite the fact that this thing basically takes up most of the space, the battery life for this thing is actually quite good. That was my fear, is that after a couple hours of using this, that the battery would die and then we would have a problem, because the shaft is mostly hollow. Shaft. But yeah, I like the grip of the shaft too. It's just the perfect size. One of the reasons why we had to upgrade is because this old Zhiyun, despite the fact that it works great, doesn't handle a lot of the new phones very well. The bigger phones. And phones are getting bigger and bigger and heavier. And this thing struggles to be able to hold it steady. It's kind of like an old man who's like shaking, trying to like that. So this I have found to hold it beautifully. Very, very steady. Has not had any problem whatsoever. And is designed in a way which is really great, right? Because I'm going to flip it to the side here, right? Boom. Horizontal, and vertical, right? You can have both options. But one thing you'll notice is that, see, this side is empty. This is where the microphone is.
Right.
You can easily attach an additional microphone here and be able to wear wireless mics so that the audio is so much better.
Right.
A lot of the old gimbals don't allow you to do that, right? Because you can see here in the Zhiyun here, this notch here blocks the microphone. And that what makes it really difficult to actually attach something that's wireless. Design-wise, I mean, all those things here make this a huge recommend for me.
I really like it.
But there are some serious cons here, folks. Huge cons. Enough that makes me go, I would not recommend this for a certain type of customer. The number one problem right now is that our combination here is with a Google Pixel. We want to use a Google Pixel because of the latest technology that they have for video, which is really amazing. And it's also much easier to transfer files from
our
this.
phone,
which is
to our
fantastic.
PC.
Yeah. Huge problems with iPhone trying to transfer files to a PC. But this thing is barely compatible with the Android. It sucks, in fact, with it. Like, if you want to take advantage of all the additional features that they have that's built into their app, does not work with Android. Doesn't work the instant on, doesn't work with a lot of feature settings. Half these buttons don't work or not compatible with the Android device. So in essence, all the things that was a selling point that made me go like, this would have been awesome to use, can't use them. Huge miss. I'm like, they need to put this right here on the packaging that basically says, really great for iPhone, sucks for Android. So at least you'll know like who this is designed for. Big miss there. The other problem, and this was like one of those things that made me go, like, this is going to be really tricky to solve, is that I noticed like some of the footage that I took was kind of shaky. I was trying to figure out if I can adjust the settings to kind of stabilize it a bit more, right? And I realized it's a lot harder to try to adjust those settings. So basically I had to sync it with my iPhone, get into the app, change different things. Let's see how much better it is. But the fact that I couldn't easily solve this with Android, huge miss, folks.
Oh, no.
So it's like one of those things that, you know,
just can't get it perfect.
It's just one of those things that it's like half the audience, I hate to say it, you Android users are going to miss out on this. Now, the one thing I will say about the shakiness, I think part of the problem of the shakiness may not have been with the software or with the motor itself, but the fact that you have to put on these little sticky pads here, right? These protection pads onto this thing to try to cushion your phone, to try to hold it in place better. And I didn't do that outside the box because, quite frankly, a lot of times the little knickknacks that come with these kind of gear are stickers and things like that. I didn't even look at it. It was only afterwards that I realized that, oh, you know what? This thing might make a difference in holding your phone more securely in place.
So that wasn't there before?
You had to put it on yourself, which is really weird. That's your second design flaw here, DJ. This little sticky pad, just put it on for us. I guarantee you a lot of people will not realize they have to do this. And then they're going to blame the fact that, oh man, this gimbal isn't very stable. I don't think it's the gimbal's problem. I think it's these little sticky pads. Very solvable. The other problem that I had, and this is, you know, more of a issue of compatibility of the Android with the device again, is that the phone has built-in stabilization, and this is, of course, designed for stabilization. If I want stabilization with this, I got to turn it off here. And it's a lot of extra steps to get in to turn it off and on to check if it's in that state. I just wish the Android had a one button press to stabilize and unstabilize. Because when you stabilize with the phone, it actually crops in the video a lot, and you lose the field of vision, which is necessary for like our walking videos. So there were times when I kept thinking like I need to crop in, and I couldn't tell which setting it was in, and you're fiddling when you're pressing, and it's a pain. The other part too, I have to admit, like from a design perspective, is this is the biggest miss to me. Is like this magnetic attachment. There's no way to like connect to this thing, which means that if you are not using it, you have this loose piece, right, that just floats around. And I guarantee you, this is the one thing everyone is going to lose. It's always the little...
Comes with a bag, actually. So that could be another way, a solution to make sure you're not going to lose any parts of the gimbal.
I mean, how hard is it just to be able to just like, right? Just make it stick anywhere on here. It doesn't. So it's like you're 90% there,
I agree.
but that last 10% kind of stupidness.
I love that, you know, it's detachable, but at the same time, especially when you're traveling, really,
I guarantee you, right?
And
this is the kind of thing you would travel with because it's compact. And this is the kind of thing you lose when you travel.
So it's a return?
No, it's not a return. I'm going to hold on to it because I still think it's a better solution than what we had before. But if I were to be honest, I'm probably going to wait till the DJI Pocket 3 comes out to see if the improvements on that device ultimately win us back over. Because the DJI Pocket 3, which I think is a much more elegant and more compact solution, I mean, it's literally about half the size of this. a number of different things with DJI Pocket 2 maybe go like, this is worth a better upgrade. One is that the quality of the video of this is better in certain situations. The screen's a lot larger so you can see as you walk around. It makes it a lot easier to see what's on the screen. The battery life for this is a lot better as well. So there's things that, might make this work until some of these upgrades, but I feel like this kind of technology is constantly getting better and better every year. So we upgrade every year as well. So it's not a huge loss. Won't hold on for it for now. Is it worth getting? If you're an Apple user, get it. Worth it.
Worth it.
But if you're an Android user,
wait for next time.
wait for the upgrade.